It's Tuesday. I'm wearing green, so you can't pinch me. So it is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and what a better way to celebrate an Irish holiday than to talk about Mexican food. This week we're talking about fast food and restaurant food and ways to go out and eat fast food or restaurant food without having that ruin your whole day, or when the situation dictates that you need to go out, or it's better that you go out, that you can still stay within plan and be healthy. So I thought I'd talk about Mexican food because as far as sin foods go, it's really high up there. I bet about half of you have Mexican food as one of your sin foods, something that you just seem to always gorge yourself on. So it's really something that I felt is worth being addressed. The first obstacle when approaching Mexican food is, of course, the chips. What's fortunate is that yellow corn chips actually don't have too many calories. Compared to potato chips, they're pretty good. I mean, good being relative, but they're better than potato chips, let's just say that. For 20 corn chips, it's 120 calories, which is not so bad. I mean, if you were talking about a regular day eating, you wouldn't want to just be eating chips all the time. But if you're going to be out, you can have 20 to 30 chips, and it's only going to be 120, 160 calories. It's not so bad. So what I do when I go to the restaurant is I actually portion out my chips. And I know it looks kind of silly, but I just open my napkin and put chips on it. And that way, I've made the step of separating out the portion from the whole, because that's a huge part in controlling your eating. A huge part. In fact, probably 80% is just simply getting to the portion, because then you can eat all you want within the portion. And sometimes people ask me, what are you doing? And I tell them I'm counting chips, I'm counting calories. If you're uncomfortable telling people that you're counting calories, for example, if I'm at like a business meeting at Mexican food, I don't want to just say, I'm counting my chips. Woo! Instead, I just say, I have a problem of overeating the chips and then not being able to eat any of my dinner. So I just, try to control it that way. Or I tell them, if I eat too many chips, I feel sick when I'm done eating. So I have to consciously take out a portion. And usually people totally understand that because everybody overeats the chips and then feels ill afterward because they're so stuffed. So that's the first step. Salsa, the calories are negligible, 5 to 10 calories, unless you're really gobbling it down, but even then it's going to be 20 calories. So we've got the chips out of the way, maximum 200 calories. If you have 30 chips and some salsa, it's going to be like 200 calories. Then, for dinner, I know everybody has a preference of what they really, really love, but if you're really going to try and be dedicated to your plan, you're going to have to give up the 4 enchiladas covered in cheese, or the macho burrito, which is 2,000 calories. You're going to have to find something in between. Now, if you are able to order something that's big and cut out a small portion of it and eat it, for example, ordering a massive burrito that's 2,000 calories and eating a third of it, that's great. But some people just can't. It's so delicious. What I usually do is I order a taco salad. And I can't really tell you the calories in it because it depends on the meat that you put in it. I generally just have it with beans, and I ask them to also put rice in it. But the rules to remember with taco salad are, 1, ask for the guacamole and the sour cream on the side if you're having either of them. And then don't eat the shell. I never eat the shell because it's just so many calories, especially if it's one of those deep-fried poofy shells. Ugh. So get a taco salad, get the smallest one they have, and then eat slowly, of course. But most of your bulk in the taco salad is going to be lettuce, followed by beans or meat. And really, it's not going to be that many calories, especially if you get the really high calorie things on the side. Now, the cheese in there is fine because they're not going to put so much that it's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calories. But as long as you get the really high fat, high calorie things, guacamole and sour cream, on the side, then you can, for every bite, dip your fork a little bit in the sour cream and the guacamole and get out a bite. And you're going to have that flavor without having a huge glob of it. Because I know, through practice, if I leave the sour cream and guacamole on the top of the salad, I will eat all of it, mixed in with everything else. If I have it on the side, I eat a third to a fourth of it. I mean, literally, when I'm done, it's just sitting there. I didn't need that much. So it's really a great idea to get the salad because a lot of the volume of your food is going to be lettuce, which is almost no calories, and it's going to fill you up. And then having something substantial with that, beans or meat, rice perhaps, and then the really high calorie things on the side means that you can have that taste without adding 500 calories to your meal in just those little toppings. And if you have to have a soda, diet soda. But when I go for lunch, I just have water. I know it makes Mexican a little less exciting, but it does mean that you can go there, indulge in some delicious food, especially in the chips, because they aren't too high calorie, and then come out of there knowing you're still on plan and you can finish your day on a healthy note. I hope that helps some of you. I really honestly believe that through portion control, you can always eat whatever you want. Stay tuned tomorrow for Lauren, and we'll see you Saturday for a special Al because he wasn't able to be around yesterday.